All right, guys, welcome back. SPC Fab. This time we're going to be working on a little short bed C10. We got a little bit of rust in the rocker panel and the inner rocker. We're going to get it fixed up. It's actually a really nice truck, but it's just got this one little spot of rust in it, and he wants to get it taken care of. So we're going to get that in here and get that knocked out real fast. I hope y'all like this cool little hot rod. It's the short bed model with like the 383 in it. Check it out. Check out this cream puff right here. Son, what a hot rod. We're going to do a little bit of repair work to the rocker panel on the driver's side, on the inner rocker. Let's see if we got some sweet pinstriping on it. Check this thing out. This thing's actually a really clean little old truck right here. It's got some pretty nice interior in it too. Check out this interior. I mean, it's pretty good. We're going to do a little bit of repair work down here at the bottom. Got a little bit of, see, there's a, so we're going to try to trim that out right there. Pull the carpet back, and there's a little bit back there. We got to work on the inner fender a little bit, the inner structure and that. But we don't want to mess up the outside. You know, we ain't trying to mess up the patina. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to mess the patina up. So we're just trying to work on the outside just a little bit. Try to doll her up a little. Fix it, but leave the patina. Alright, well, let's see if we can't get this hot rod in the building. Check out this cool camper top. It's kind of cool right there. We're going to get this thing in the building, see if we can't get her took apart and get her fixed up today. Alright, we got this hot rod up on the lift here. As you can see, that ain't bad right there. So we're going to get this fuel tank out so we got room to work and try to fix it out. We're going to fix the inner rocker structure and then the top of the outer rocker. We're not going to place the whole rocker because we want to keep the patina on it. And see, the outside of the rocker is pretty good. Like, I mean, she's good. So we ain't got to sweat that. Try to mess up the least amount of paint as possible. All right, got the sweet fuel tank out. And now you can see that the inner structure has a little bit of damage. A little bit of rot on the inner structure. But it's not really that bad. It don't go all the way to the front or anything. So we should be able to get this inner panel right there. I think that the truck shop in Concord, they said that thing was like 15, 20 bucks or something for the inner structure. It's not a whole terribly expensive piece. So we should be able to get that outer piece, get it all fixed up relatively inexpensive. And try to make it look as original as possible. And have it watertight. That's the big thing, watertight. We ain't trying to have our carpet wet. All right, well, let's get some parts. This is the size of their showroom now at their new place. The old showroom was way bigger. They kind of got you in a closet over here. Check it out. They still got some cool hot rods there. Look, their display dash fits about as good as my dash did that I got from them. I was not happy about the dash situation. But they do got some cool models, I ain't gonna lie. Check out that sweet ramp truck. And the camper. And the tow truck. These models are on point right here. I mean, you know. Alright guys, well, we made it to Charlotte, got all our parts. We got us an inner rocker, he already had the outer rocker. And we got us some new inner fender wells for this sweet hot rod. The new truck shop location. If anybody has to go to the truck shop, used to be in Concord, right down past Concord Mills. The new truck shop location sucks. It's in like Charlotte, like the big city is Charlotte. And then like their little showroom, they don't even got like a fancy nice showroom like they used to have. Now they got a big nice warehouse, but like you walk through the door and you walk through the like shipping and receiving department down a little path, and it says showroom, and then it's like a little closet. It's got like a little showroom in it. I'm not real sure what they got going on there, but I would feel like when you go to a place, you should walk in the place and it should be the showroom, and then the shipping and receiving should be in the closet. I don't know what they had going on there. Maybe they wanted a window or something. I don't know. But anyway, we went and got our parts picked up, and we're back. Now we're going to see if we can't start grinding some spot welds down, get this piece cut out and fixed. So I'm going to bring you guys in, and then I'm going to get the butcher. Make sure like to make sure we don't catch nothing on fire. We're really trying to have a fire today. I think we got to get us a chisel and a hammer. Y'all know I hate wood, and I don't really do woodworking. But this here woodworking chisel has been the best body panel removing tool in the world that I have. May have to put that one down. That one may not be put down. That's cool. Y'all might be able to see if I move you over here better. I don't know. I just knocked you guys over. Maybe not. Well, look at that. That ain't half bad right there. We're going to cut this piece out next. And then cut this. See, it's not even rusted all the way up to right there. It's got a little bit right there, just this one spot. I literally had the whole truck, just this one spot is rusty. Like this thing right here ain't. Well, oh, that's good. Yeah, that's rusty. Just that one spot. It must have just had a spot that leaked or something in there over the years. Rusted it out, or just the way it was sitting. But we're going to try to cut it all the way out to that edge right there and just fix it right on that edge, so that way we do not have to worry about a whole lot of the paint on the outside. We can prime and rattle can the door jamb area and fix that up, but we're not really trying to mess up the outside, keep the patina on it like it is. So we just want to fix just the spot and the inner piece. But I got the brace here. The inner structure. Got this piece. We'll have to cut it down. Let's hold it around the right way so it's not upside down. And we got this piece that goes in there like yonder. Okay, there's a little bit right here at the back that we're going to have to adjust. For the most part. And then that lip that thing touches. That is right there. So there might accidentally be a little piece of sheet metal work we got to build. I don't know how far in that. We might have to do a little bit of loving on some sheet metal work right there, but it ain't the end of it. Alright, well, I guess we need to get this part cut out now and figure out how much of it we got to cut on the other side. Alright, well, we got it back on the ground, and we're going to have to cut out a little bit more out of the top than I thought, but not the end of the world. Probably just going to cut it. It's not really rusty up here per se, but the drip rail, or the rail that holds the door gasket on, is rotted off. So I mean, it's not, it just rotted the door lip off. I mean, the rest of it's good. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it out up there and replace this whole section. We're just gonna try to leave this part, keep the paint on it. You know, we can touch that part up with a rattle can because the door piece and the trims will cover it up, but we want this to be close just to original as possible. So we're gonna see if we can't get this cut out and get the new one tacked in. All right, guys. Well, now, as y'all can see, the top was a little rustier than it looks on the bottom. So we already cut a lot of this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut it all the way up to this brace right here. And I got a new inner structure and inner rocker, outer floor pan extension. I got this piece all brand new, and he got the outer rocker. So we're gonna go ahead and cut every bit of this out and go ahead and fix it, make it pretty okay-ish. So we're gonna get all this stuff butchered out, cut all them spot welds down, pull all that out, get it cleaned up, get it ready to go, and see if we can't get this thing fixed up right fast. A little bit more than I was anticipating, but if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. All right, let's go. Don't forget, if you ain't got vintage safety glasses, you need these things. I'm telling you, you can see the periphery is on point. You don't get fogged up. They're just way better, and they look good. All right, let's go. All right, we got the whole inner rocker cut out. As you can see, we got it cut out all the way up to this here brace right here. Now we are going to have to trim out a little bit up in there, cut a little bit more of that out, and we're going to have to trim all this. But we got it out to a manageable size we can work on. So now we're going to try to get it cleaned up a little bit down through here where all the spot welds were, and then get the other piece up here and make some measurements and some calculations and figure out how much of this we got to cut out, because we want to cut out just as much as we can. We would like to cut up, an inch up in there to get out of the rust, but we want to make it as nice as we got to. If we got to put the whole piece in there, we're putting the whole piece in there. Come on, let's get on. All right, guys. Well, we got it cut out a little bit more. We hadn't cut out the part up in here that wasn't that great. It wasn't horrible, but we already had this whole piece, so we might as well go ahead and fit as much of it as we can up in there. So now we got this to where it fits like pretty good. Look at that fitment right there. Like, that's gonna fit amazing. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take the little spot weld puncher and punch little holes in it for spot welds down through here. So that way, and then we'll get this clamped into place right here, and then we'll start tacking it in. How about that? I'm going to try to get as much work done as I can before it gets hot here, because it's going to get hot here in just a little bit. And so we're going to try to get as much as we can done. Then we might go on a tow. Then we'll come back and go back to work. All right, let's go. The butcher. All right, if you guys have never used one of these things right here, y'all are missing out. This thing is just so satisfying to use. I don't even know why, but it is. It punches holes, and it'll bend a little flange. If you're trying to have a panel butt up to each other, you want a little overlap, it'll bend that little flange in it too. This thing is cool. I've had this thing for years. Look at that. It just makes a little hole. Oh, that one may have been up a little high. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we got her dialed in. Sometimes you gotta see, if you just push it in straight, it gets in there a little deep. But if you angle it just a bit, it don't get in there as deep. Ooh, that one was almost too much of an angle. This thing came down. And just like that, we have spot weld holes. Alright, now we got to go find us a couple of clamps. We'll clamp that hot rod back up in there. Alright, well, now that we've got our spot weld holes popped in there, we got us a couple clamps. We got this thing clamped up in there. It's going to fit pretty good. I mean, look at that fitment right there, driver. Like, that's going to be pretty good. I don't know that this is the same kind of arc. This looks more flatter than the original was a bend, I think. But I think it's going to look real good. It actually fits really good for some aftermarket sheet metal, so can't complain about that. But we might have to work the front up there just a little bit. It's a little wonky, but nothing that we can't persuade with a dolly and a hammer, get that thing kind of where we want it to be. But now that we got that in there, got it fitted, we're going to have to go find us one of them there buzz boxes so we can bzz, 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 couple three tack welds to hold this unit in place. We'll get that going, get that fitted up, and then we'll get back around to the outside. Get the outside looking as good as the inside's gonna look. And then it won't have no rust in it no more. Look at that. All right, well, let's go find this little sweet buzz box and get back on this project. All right, guys, we're back. Got the old buzz box out. Got a couple tacks on there before I remembered, hey, stupid, you're supposed to be videoing. So now that we're back to videoing, we're gonna see about tacking this in. And we gotta work this, and this is not the greatest transition. Like, this is more of a square transition, and this is a rounded one. So we're gonna tack it there, and then we're gonna try to persuade it with the hammer. I don't even know if y'all can see that in the camera, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, that might be a bit much. Gotta tap that back the other way. Just a piece, you want. Oh, now that's a bit much. I need something to stick in there. Get me another hammer here, just to tap with that hammer. That ain't bad. Oh yeah. Might tap it just a little bit. All right. That's actually really good right there. I ain't kidding. I think I just knocked you guys over. I'm sorry. Man, that's actually pretty snazzy right there. Come on. All right. Got that. We'll go back and put one in the middle of these. Tap that one just a pretty okay. Huh. A couple of these spots, it's not like the oil good. All right, we got that. Now we got to work that front just a little bit. A little bit of working on that, but that's pretty much got that. We are definitely not complaining about that at all. All right, now right there, we're gonna have to persuade that with a hammer. Just a wee bit. That ain't quite the same model. I think I turned the light out on you guys or something. There we go. Y'all can probably see a little better now. All right. Uh-oh. Just clamp out of the way. All right. Well, that's pretty good right there. We should be able to, I'll probably do, because just in case I need to work that in or out a little, I'll probably do is let it down, tack the top cap on, come back, and then come back down here and fully weld that up and grind it down and repaint it. But I'll probably go ahead and put the front on first, or the top on first, because I know I'm going to have to do a little bit of working around this. This one little corner ain't quite the same, but it probably would have been if I would have cut all the brace out, run it all the way up in there, it probably would have been all right, but just not a dead nuts factory replacement. But it's pretty good. I can't complain. All right, well, I'm going to put a couple more little tacks on here in some couple places, and then we're going to let it down and move back on the top. All right, well, let's let it down now and hit the top up. All right, guys, we're back. I got the whole inner side of the rocker cut out. Check it out. Looks pretty okay. Got that cut out nice and smooth. Come on, right there. Probably gonna have to clean it up just a little bit right there. That way it welds real good. Got the panel trimmed out. We're gonna see if we can't get this thing tacked in there. Well, evidently, I forgot to hit record again. I thought I hit record that time. But I got it tacked in there. I'm going to bring you guys down here and let y'all see. I got her tacked up in there. Looks pretty okay. I had to do a little C-section on it, though. Right here, I had to cut her two pieces in two because it was just a pinchy wide too wide. I don't know if it was just a bad stamp. I'm sure all this aftermarket stuff gets moved around a lot. You know, dies don't get checked and stuff, but it fit relatively good for just the most part. But just to make both the ends, this end and this end line up, let me see, right here, I had to shorten it down just a little bit. It was just a pinchy wad too wide. It wouldn't quite fit up in there. But we got her trimmed up. We're going to see about getting her welded up now and sand it down and see if we can't make it look kind of original again. All right, let's get on it. We're gonna make sure we got the record button this time, even though we done all the hard way. let that cool off for just a second, and then we'll come up with some more tacks on it. We don't want it to like fold up like a $2 lawn chair. All right, now that we've got this thing welded up, we're going to flappy weld it down, sand it down, probably put a little bit more weld in between those tacks, you know, try to fill it in all the way. Just don't like welding it up solid, make the panel all warped. We don't want it to be an ocean. We'll get it flapped down, we'll weld up a little bit more of it, and then we'll sand it down, make it look nice and pretty before we put a little paint on it. All right, let's get to it. Well, all right, look at that. That ain't bad right there. We'll get that thing sanded up. Probably put just a little bit of glazing putty on it just to smooth it out real nice and pretty, but it's pretty smooth right there. We'll put get a little bit of black and a little bit of Scotch Brite and a little bit of tan and get a little bit of Krylon Kenny over here, and we'll see if we can't make it kind of match the outside. Alright, well, first thing we need to do is get it back on the lift and finish welding up the inside of the inner rocker and put the fuel tank back in it so it'll drive. Alright guys, got the bottom welded up, sanded down, got a little bit of truck bed coating on it. My little truck bed coating sprayer decided to jack up a little bit, got a couple splatters, but it looks pretty good. A little bit at the very front, a little bit suspect, but all in all, this thing is nice. And it ain't rusty no more, look at that. So now we're going to put the gas tank back in, hook all that back up so that it runs and drives, and then throw some inner fender wells in this hot rod. Then he'll be on his way. That just looks pretty good right there. Fit together nicely. All right, we got him some brand new inner fender wells installed. They had took them out over the years. Now we got some new ones installed. I got to get one more bolt right there, but we got the new fender wells installed. They were just aftermarket repops, but they did bolt right in, so that's cool. I didn't film that because, you know, they just slide up in there and bolt in. I'm just going to put this out there that a new set of fender wells do make something look nice. Just brand new fender wells. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Alright guys, we got the sweet truck put back together. We even touched her up with a little bit of Krylon Kenny, a little bit of Scotch Brite, some black, some brown, some primer. Try to make it look kind of close to what it looks like. It's a little bit lighter, but I think after it dulls up a little bit, I think it's going to match out pretty good right there. What y'all think? Look at that. I think it's going to match pretty good. This hot rod right here is pretty nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, check out the interior of this thing. She needs a bath because she's been sitting outside at my place for a while under the trees, but it's got a sweet 383 in it. Come on. Got the old Paw Paw hubcaps with the Paw Paw bed cover there. Come on. Anybody need a sweet short bed? He said he was going to sell this hot rod. Anybody needs one? Got the sweet side pipe exhaust that he had somebody do. It's kind of really aggravating to put on the lift though, I'm not gonna lie. That thing is right in the way. Let's start her up so y'all can see what she sounds like. It don't sound too bad, other than a squeaky belt. Guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. We got the rocker panel fixed, we got the rust took care of, we got the inner rocker fixed, we got the outer floor pan fixed. I mean, she's good, and that was literally like the only rust in that whole pickup truck. Like the rest of it is like good, and that thing's in pretty good shape for what it is. We got her little patina Krylon Kenny kind of touched up so that way it matches the outside. So it's good to go. He should be able to ride around and enjoy it. I'm trying to get him to get the vintage air now so that way he can drive it around in the summertime. He says it don't get the greatest of fuel mileage to be driving around in the summertime, but I think the air conditioning would be a pretty important upgrade next for him. So he might bring it back or he might sell it. He does got that thing for sale if anybody needs a sweet short bed with a big motor. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, share with your friends. We need all the help we can get around here. What y'all want me to work on next? I need to know what you want me to work on next. The Toyota truck or Mike's dual? Which one y'all want to work on? Let me know in the comments which one we need to be working on next. Thank y'all for watching. Have a blessed day.